Greetings, gang. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. Let's get into the topic. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all my moderators. Everybody showing me love in the chat. I think I saw Di Michelle, Warrior Spirit. If I didn't see you, it's still all love. All right, so tonight we're talking about how toxic relationships, romantic or platonic, can thwart your success. Has a possibility of thwarting your success unless you are a true magician. Okay? Now, we're going to do tarot and we're going to talk. So if y'all only showing up for the tarot, you're going to be waiting for a minute. All right, so now the thing about these types of toxic relationships is you could be on a certain trajectory in your life and then somebody comes in. Now this person is going to come in with all their expectations, all their life views, all their experiences, all their love languages, all the things that they think any type of relationship should be. Now I want you to be open-minded within this topic when we talk about platonic and romantic relationships, because sometimes they can be confused. People could be in a platonic relationship but bring in romantic relationships, expectations, and responsibilities, and that's where shit gets fucked up. And if you're dealing with somebody who's on some demon time, you don't live up to their expectations, they're gonna try to what? Hurt you. The way they can hurt you is through the things that you love most. So say you a barber, they might show up to your shop, act the fucking fool at your job, and now you being asked to leave for the day because this person won't leave because you not taking their calls. Now it's so funny because this goes a lot into perspective. A lot of people act out with their emotions and they act toxic irrationally because they feel like their feelings warrant this. Their feelings deserve for them to be this way. Their feelings of you and what they expected of you gives them in their mind, whether it's right or wrong to you, gives them in their mind the green light to fuck up whatever you was building even before they came into your life, even before you decided you was going to try to fit them into yours. And a lot of this starts off with people who want to rush into things. A lot of people dealing with trauma that they haven't healed on their own. They go into relationships and connections and they focus all of that and say, hey, you have to heal this if I'm dealing with you. And that's how shit gets fucked up. Because these types of people have these heavy expectations and this heavy need not to be disappointed ever again. This heavy need not to ever be abandoned. This heavy need not to be overlooked or overshadowed by things. So they'll come into your life when you already have your life path set up. And then they'll become the demon in your life. So these types of demonic people will fuck up whatever you got going on. Or that'll be the end goal. There are always red flags and telltale signs of this in the beginning. But a lot of the times people be moving out of infatuation, excitement, urgency, desperation, and fear of abandonment. So they don't even pay attention to these red flags until it gets too late. Then you'll see them everything about their business, their schooling, their life, or whatever it is, it'll be tied to another individual. And then when them and that individual falls out, because these are two people that are connecting on something that's not spiritually healthy at the time, but it's wrapped up under illusion, once they depart or fall out, then one of these people, usually the person that came in on something that wasn't theirs, usually feels like since they were let in and had any type of leeway, now it's their responsibility, it's their duty, it's their right to destroy whatever it was that you were embodying or working on before they came in. These are people who don't know how to separate business from pleasure, relationships from work, or relationships from shit that don't got nothing to do with the relationship. Some people think that once they're connected to you or attached to you, it's a free for all across your whole life. And they'll become an avid boundary overstepper. So you want to start paying attention in the beginning to what these signs are, so you don't have to be backpedaling, cleaning up extra mess. Especially those of you who have been on a certain path and you've been getting your life together, you've been healing from toxic relationships, you've been healing from toxic family ships and friendships and all this shit, and then you kind of get back on your path and you're doing stuff, and then these tests are representing themselves in order for you to see where you need to have healthy boundaries. A lot of the times people don't want to have healthy boundaries put in place because they're afraid that if they initiate boundaries in the beginning of a connection or attachment, that someone will leave. Well, you have to really think logically and step out of your feelings for a minute and think, well, if someone leaves because I have a healthy boundary in place, this person is not meant for me at all. And often the times, people who don't respect your boundaries are people who don't have healthy boundaries set in place in their own life. So you'll see areas in their life where people just running in and out of their house, using them, talking to them crazy. But it's some type of codependent there. It's some type of codependent energy there that will allow someone to do that, and allow someone to project. So it's a lot that goes into that. But what we talking about, because my collective is on this path to success right now and healing from old, outdated views of themselves and views of relationships. So what we talking about is those of you who have a certain trajectory and you trying to reach a certain goal or level in your life. And you're going to have to learn how to be selfish. You're going to have to learn how to not overshare, not overtalk, not want to include everybody in every fucking thing you're doing. Because if you're trying to build something for yourself and every time you feel good about somebody, you want to drag them on or attach their name to it or attach their image to it or attach their energy signature to it, you creating contracts that your ass ain't even going to be able to carry out because it's going to get toxic and it's going to get crazy. And then you're going to have to cut the contract, and then you're going to have to start to try to save face or rebuild some shit, or like maneuver through things, muddy waters that you wasn't even planning on being in. But a lot of people go off of euphoria and that little hype vibe to where, oh, this feels good, let me attach this person to this so that they can know that I care about them, so that we can have something in the middle that's going to bind us together. So you creating contracts, esoteric contracts, without you even recognizing it. And then some people knowingly do that. Some people will knowingly go into contracts, and they'll try to ease you into these contracts too, by charm, by putting you on a pedestal, by all kind of weird ways. But you have to understand that the bottom goal, the bottom line for this person is attachment. It's not being abandoned. So they're willing to attach you to something that you deem that's important to them, or vice versa, in order for the connection to stay a long time. But when you do that, you fuck shit up. That's why you have to, I don't give a fuck what kind of relationship it is. You always have to have some type of individuality attached to yourself, so that you can always come back to self. You can always come back to center. You're not too washed up and overwhelmed into a relationship to where you can't even function on your own, and then you didn't attach somebody to your business, or you didn't attach somebody to your goals, and now once you leave this person, these goals got a tarnished image on it, got a tarnished energy on it. You low-key don't want to do the shit you used to do no more because everything reminds you of this person, or this person is making you feel away. And then you fuck around and get with the wrong demon. They'll be in your shit. They'll thrive in your shit. They'll eat off of your shit. And then once something, expectations aren't met on either side, this will be the person that will go out and try to tarnish that so that you can't even survive. So you want to be mindful when going into these esoteric contracts before you even get to that point. You can love a motherfucker, you can care for them, you can be down for them, whatever you call it, without having to attach them to everything about your life. And that's why a lot of relationships be fucking up too, because people go into it with this urgency of need of connection, a need of attachment. They can't be alone. They need. And so then they start attaching shit that don't got nothing to do with it. Joint bank accounts. They broke, now you broke. They fuck up the money, now you ain't got shit. You can't even get gas. Like little shit like that. And as a society, people are brought up and conditioned to give your all in every relationship. But that has tears, okay? Tears on it. Some alls. Not everything. You can't give your soul up to be with a motherfucker. Like, even on some reality shit, if they leave this earth before you leave this earth, you still gonna have something you gotta be into aside from that connection you have with them. And a lot of you guys are starting new things, stepping into new life paths, or you have done this before and it fucked up a lot of shit. I know it's so sassy and savvy and relationship goal and tribe goals to have everybody attached to everything so everybody could feel cohesive. That's that whole participation trophy bullshit they got this whole world running off of nowadays. So you got to be real careful when you attach people's name and people's energy and people's presence to the things that you are building up on your own. And if you in a connection or you in a relationship and you not building nothing up for yourself, that could turn into a problem. You're going to have to, at some point, build something for yourself. And people like to get dirty and grimy. You know? That's why you can't be out here mixing business and pleasure. You can't be out here just I love hard, so I'm going to give everybody everything, the pin to my card, the passwords to my bank account, all this stupid shit. No. When you find yourself falling in love, you need to take a moment, because the goal is to rise in love. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fall just because you love a motherfucker. Well, I'm going to just let everything go to waste because I love them. This is what they feel like will make them happy. That's some bullshit. And you got a lot of people out here that do that, and then they look down the road and they be like, damn, I gave up that for that. I lost time in that. I attached this to my greatness. Some of y'all don't even listen to bomb ass songs anymore because you attached it to a motherfucker. So that shit can get tricky. And you could be with a person for years. They know your ins and outs. And then either one of y'all do something wrong. And then some of the times, people that do you wrong and you catch on to it and you call them out and you separate from them, they'll be the main ones trying to throw you under the bus or slam you because you caught on to them and they got to save face out in the world. That's why you don't need to be doing shit for the world. Be in the world, not of it. Like, it's a lot of things you're going to have to build on your own, from the bottom up, from the ground up, and you're going to have to be proud in that. You need to be understanding that if someone left me today, they wouldn't take everything that I have. They may take my pain, they may take my heart, they may take pieces of me, but not the shit that you've been building up that's going to solidify you in your journey. You can't attach everybody and everything to your journey. Especially in the time we in where everybody is batshit crazy and proud. If you stand level headed and you stand out the way and you ain't in mess, you gonna be overlooked in some aspects. Because motherfuckers is looking for the drama, they looking for the intrigue, they looking for all the dumb shit. So that's why you see everybody who talking about, yeah, I'm toxic because of this. That's why they getting praised right now. But if you solid and you stay out the way, you most likely, unknowingly to you, the demon in somebody's life. But the motherfuckers that's keeping up the mess and stuff, they are looked at as like, yeah, because they know your business. So you got to be mindful of that shit going in. Every helping hand ain't good. You got to make sure who you allowing to help you be a part of whatever it is you building. And if a motherfucker don't respect what you building, they think it's just something to be brushed over, you really don't want to attach them to you or whatever it is you trying to do. You got to be careful. You got to be mindful. Very discerning. Because everybody hungry right now. Everybody hungry, my nigga. I'm telling you, on some spiritual shit. Everybody hungry. They hungry for emotions. They hungry for thoughts. They hungry for ideas. They hungry for attachments. They hungry for souls, for spirits, for energy, for sex, for looks, especially attention. You don't give a motherfucker some attention today, they damn near ready to bust shots on you. So you got to be mindful. Everybody is trying to come up. So you need to be mindful who you attaching to what you got going on, what you building in your life. You know? Every follower ain't supporter. Some of them motherfuckers is just surveillance and lurches and leeches and all kind of shit. You got to be mindful out here. And stop telling everybody your moves and what you trying to build and shit. It's literally motherfuckers that'll hate watch you, hate be around you. Frenemy type, lurker type bullshit that don't make no sense. But if you don't want shit, that's cool. That's your right. But for those of you that want some shit, you need to be thinking different at this time. Not everybody wants shit, okay? Some people are cool with being complacent. And if you've been around them long enough, and that complacency, once you start to come online and get out of that complacency, they still ain't gonna want shit for you either. And they'll somehow try to attach themselves to whatever you doing. Try to Jedi mind trick your punk ass into feeling like you owe them everything that you embody. Even the parts of you that was built up before they even knew you. Or even the parts of you that exist because they don't even really know you. All right, let's see what the cards got to say. You got the Five of Pentacles coming out in the upright position. You stepping into a timeline where you're going to have to leave motherfuckers out in the cold. Whether you doing it cold-heartedly or not. There are some people, places, and things you're going to have to leave out in the cold for this Ten of Cups that came out. Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. A lot of you guys... And this is a trend in spirituality that I've been talking to y'all a lot about on the High Priestess readings and on some of the collectives about this whole suffrage movement, this whole oppressed, depressed movement that is being masked as spirituality. And that's a slippery slope, because coming into awareness can make you depressed at some point, like, fuck, this is really what's going on. But you can't dwell in that. That can't be your whole spiritual journey. Because this type of energy is like hope and abundance and goes right in front of a motherfucker, but they choosing to stay out here with somebody else that's wounded. Like, well, I really shouldn't, I really shouldn't go for my goals because this will probably make so-and-so sad. I probably shouldn't step outside my comfort zone and step into this abundance because this will make so-and-so left out. That's what's keeping a lot of motherfuckers trapped in this depressive ass loop that everybody calling spirituality these days. And I'm telling you about duality, balance. There are going to be days when you're feeling Five of Pentacles, but there are also going to be days when you're feeling Ten of Cups. And when you start to train your mind on some wizardry shit, you can see more Ten of Cups days than Five of Pentacles. But this is also showing me this Ten of Cups is leading. This Five of Pentacles is dragging behind. So these are motherfuckers that want to attach their low self-worth, their victim mentality, their victimhood, their oppressive energy, their lack mindset to your abundance. And these people here feel entitled to do that. With the Five of Pentacles, this is an earth energy. So this is somebody that's like stubborn about it too. Like, yo, if I'm suffering, you need to be suffering. This is somebody behind you that's going to keep playing victim towards you as you move into your Ten of Cups. And you're going to have to make conscious decisions to be like, yo, I can't be stuck in this bullshit 24/7. Shit is disabling you damn near. So you're going to have to make a lot of decisions going forward and not allow people to attach themselves to who you are, what you're doing. You need to stay in Ten of Cups. Man, bottom of the deck. Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. See? You go from the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost as if like people around you know you golden. Know you like a lucky charm or some shit with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You could be like somebody that just like attracts abundance and love everywhere you go, from different types of people, from different types of walks of life. Like, people just fuck with you, and that's gonna be your success. But if you got this motherfucker here in his Five of Pentacles that's dragging behind you, always in some lack shit, telling you how shit ain't gonna work, telling you how you should be doing shit a different way. All of this is a Jedi mind trick to keep you stuck in lack with them. These people, Ace of Wands in reverse, will always cause false starts in your life because of their burdens. Ten of Wands in the upright position. They'll always try to come around with their burdens and their bullshit. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, some type of sorrow, woe is me, bullshit. And then it'll make you lose inspiration. You'll lose inspiration being around motherfuckers like that 24/7. Shit that you got that's golden, you will stop doing because you around motherfuckers that feel like if they not successful, you shouldn't be. And if you are moving towards Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, they gonna drag your ass. Ten of Wands and Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands is other people bullshit. Always remember that. Five of Pentacles is a lack mindset, feeling left out, misunderstood. So these are people that'll try to act like they don't understand you or understand your goal as a way to keep you tied to their burden so you don't reach your Ten of Cups and your Ten of Pentacles. So your inspiration dies. Ace of Wands in reverse. So you don't have the energy to accept all the new opportunities and good news that's coming your way. People will literally sit up in your life and do that. Page of Swords, because they nosy. They see, they watching, they see Ashe, your Wheel of Fortune in the upright position with your Three of Cups in the upright position. Always know that the enemy is close and watching. They're seeing like, damn, this motherfucker on the precipice of some type of success. Or are they just a little too happy? They celebrating a little too much. Hold up, let me come in. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Let me slow them down. Let me throw some snow on them so they can slow down. Ten of Wands. Let me play victim to their life. Cause see, people will play a victim to your life. And what I mean by that is, like we talked about in the top of the reading, is people will come in and see you have a certain trajectory, and then they'll play victim to that to get you to feel guilty about that being your trajectory, that being your goal, that being what the fuck you trying to get done. They will come into your life, Five of Pentacles and Ten of Wands, and try to place guilt and burden and shit when you already been building. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups in the upright. So there's something bound for you to get to that's going to be successful. It's in your right. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune with the Three of Cups is something you deserve. But you got to get away from these motherfuckers here that's attaching their loss, their heaviness, their disappointments, their displeasure, their anxiety, their unease, their dis-ease onto whatever it is you've been building long before you met these people or long before you decided to give them a spot in your life. And if this is family, this is like you grow and you change, and they can't keep you trapped in some little bubble to where it's a burden just trying to be you. Because if you look at this Page of Swords, he look wicked. Look at his little face. So this is somebody that's watching your moves, and with the Ace of Wands in reverse, they're just praying that like you don't have the energy to like carry out whatever it is that you're trying to do, because it's not going to be beneficial for them. With the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, your happiness is not going to cure their burden and their lack mindset, and they want that to be your fault. So you could be dealing with somebody with some restless ass mindset. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords in the upright position. So I feel like you choosing to be at this time in a more like quiet, meditative state. Maybe like you not speaking a lot. Maybe you just healing. Maybe you just like resting, which is fine. Because with this Ten of Wands and this Five of Pentacles, I feel an energy of like someone feeling so lackluster every time they're around you. It could have had you in the past overperforming or over exhausting your energy to be in this person's presence. I'm going to tell you something too. When you get around people who are constantly in Ten of Wands and Five of Pentacles energy, it drains you, because they give off such a stench to where they're not verbally saying it, but their energy and their aura is saying like, don't be happy when you're around me. It offends me. So then you get around these types of people and you tend to conceal your joy, conceal your health, conceal your happiness, conceal like you just being grateful to be alive in some aspect. And that shit will drain you. That is not noble. It is not noble to deny your own gratitude in order to be in the company of someone. That's why the Five of Pentacles is here. And this person in front got a shawl on, they pushing through the storm, and then it's this wounded person on crutches behind them, like, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. But this person behind them is small. So this person must have said or done small things to this person unbeknownst to them, hence them being behind their back. So these it could be even people that have spoke ill about you behind your back, hence the crutches, disabled, like wished ill on you and tried to throw burdens on you to slow you down, but you still push through with your own like rest and meditation and healing and taking time to think things through. This Ace of Wands in reverse energy here with the Page of Swords. It's like people were very impatient with you, always trying to like rush you into things that weren't clearly thought out or situations that weren't healthy for you. And so maybe in some aspect you stop giving your passion and energy to certain people as well because you didn't care for their Page of Swords energy. Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Some of you could be worried too much about what other people think about you. Some of you guys are worrying about people who aren't in the physical. This is sword energy, so this is the mind. You could be worrying about the outside chatter, worrying about what everybody is saying that you need to worry about at this time. And taking all these things on top of what you're already trying to achieve in your own life. So you putting unnecessary worry on your head. So you need to unplug. There's there's like a overstimulation of somebody's mind with this Two of Swords and this Nine of Swords. This is way too much. It's 11 swords. Somebody just overthink every fucking thing. Somebody overthinks themselves into like panic, distress, worry, fear. Somebody just overthinks and they think that's their job. See? Thinking, overthinking. Someone won't just allow things to flow and move and shift organically. With this Two of Swords in the upright position and the Nine of Swords, this is someone who's overly controlling as well. They're like, I have to control my thoughts and I have to somehow control the thoughts of everybody around me. So somebody is fucking losing it. Overthinking and overly controlling. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords in reverse, so nothing moves. Analysis paralysis. Overthinking to the point where nothing moves. Nothing changes, nothing grows. Somebody's just stuck. Six of Swords, more mental energy. They tend to do this a lot within connections. Two of Wands in reverse with the Three of Pentacles. Somebody overthinks themselves out of good connections too. With the Two of Wands in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in the upright, with this Nine of Swords energy, it's like somebody overthinks to the point where they have analysis paralysis. They don't make no decisions. They can't make no moves. And they overthink and overanalyze people and push them away. People that's just solid with the Three of Pentacles in the upright. Two of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Swords with the Two of Swords. It's like somebody be like cutting you off without you even knowing it. There's some type of expectation you're not meeting for somebody and they cut you off, and then with the Two of Swords they come back at a later day almost in denial with the Two of Swords in the upright that they ever said in their mind that they cut you off. This is all unbeknownst to you. Three of Pentacles in the upright, you trying to like build something. This is why I was led to give you this reading tonight about not attaching people to what it is you're working on and what it is that you're doing. Perspective is a motherfucker. So a person could be like, yo, you betrayed me, you hurt me, and you don't even recall doing nothing, saying nothing foul, arguing with them, falling out, taking nothing from them, doing nothing. But with this Nine of Swords and this Two of Swords, this is someone who overthinks. So they overproject as well. They overthink things to the point so they can find some type of betrayal. But with the Three of Pentacles in the upright position, actually, they're like overthinking some shit that was already solid. I feel like this person overthinks so much, Two of Wands in reverse, that they don't even know how to be around anybody else without finding fault. There's this trend in spirituality now that you link up with people that you call your soul tribe and then you find fault. So then you can go out into the world and say, hey, I'm the chosen one. I find fault in everybody around me, so that means I'm perfect. And that's what's fucking up a lot of motherfucking soul tribes and shit like that. Three of Pentacles in the upright, you can be around a solid ass group of motherfuckers, but if you a Nine of Swords and Two of Swords all the time, you ain't even gonna be able to appreciate nobody because you overanalyzing them. Every little thing, oh, they tight, they shoot to the left. That means like shit like that, like chill. And if you trying to grow and be successful, Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles, with the Three of Cups here, you're going to have to be able to be grounded and solid and in all walks of life. You're going to have to be able to network with the Ten of Pentacles energy and Three of Cups. You can't be around motherfucker that's always Nine of Swords. That's stressful. Especially if you really tapped in, you could be in high vibes. Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You go around a motherfucker that's in Nine of Swords and all of a sudden, yo, you feel low. I'm telling you. And right now, projection is the new truth. Okay? I'm putting you on. You're going to see going forward, and some of y'all already see right now because y'all tapped in, that projection is the new truth. Excuse me. Nine of Cups in reverse. What's this Nine of Cups in reverse? Because I feel like this Nine of Cups in reverse is just motherfuckers who ain't grateful, who greedy, who don't even look around and take notice of the shit they have. They just always on the grab for more. It's a motherfucker that can't sit still and be grateful for something. They always looking at what everybody else got. Nine of Cups in reverse and how that makes them unhappy. What's this Nine of Cups, please, Spirit? In reverse. Yep, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody don't make no moves. They just sit around greedy and mad all day. And this is why I'm telling you, you don't attach toxic relationships and how these toxic relationships will affect your abundance. Because you could be around a motherfucker that's this way, 9 of Cups in reverse. You don't want to be around nobody in 9 of Cups in reverse. And on top of that, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This somebody that ain't gonna make no moves to make their life better, but they damn sure gonna sit up under you, greedy and entitled and selfish and emotionally selfish and emotionally entitled, and feel like you have to slow down your life to please them. And even when you do slow down your life to please them, they still won't be happy, and they gonna be the motherfucker that tell you fell off. And your ass gonna be sitting there feeling stupid like, motherfucker, I fell off because I did what? 6 of Swords in reverse. I slowed down so you could catch up to me, so that I could help you. 7 of Swords in reverse. Self-sabotage. You can't be sitting around this motherfucker self-sabotage. And some people think that's love. Get the fuck out of this Romeo and Juliet bullshit. Self-sabotage ain't love. That's stupidity. You could love it or hate it. That's the fucking truth. Self-sabotage in the name of some selfish ass motherfucker that don't want to see you push along is self-sabotage. Oh, I'm not going to grow so that, you know, they don't feel mad at me. That's what this also saying. 9 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, oh, I'm going to slow down my happiness. I'm going to slow down my progress so I don't step on no toes, you know, because I got subliminal motherfuckers at me. Man, you better make moves. Bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Pentacles in the upright position. It shows destiny to do whatever it is that you've been slowing down on, just because it make a motherfucker around you feel less than. So if you was looking for a sign, this is your sign. The days of self-sabotage in the name of family, love, and friendship and all this bullshit they got y'all swept up in online all day, that ain't the way. These motherfuckers out here doing shit, making moves while this society is collapsing because they know they have to, while motherfuckers is online worrying about why somebody unfollowed them or blocked them or bullshit. Well, you supposed to be getting to the bag and getting to your self-sustainability with the 9 of Pentacles. And that's just the truth. 9 of Pentacles in the upright position with the Death in the upright position. It's time to relax into this transition, into abundance, into self-sustainability, into having shit the way you need to have it set up. So if a motherfucker fell off from you today, or God forbid, a motherfucker passed away today, you'd still be able to take care of yourself. But with the Death and the 9 of Pentacles, this is a beautiful rebirth. Okay? This is an easy one. Because the 9 of Pentacles energy is you've been setting yourself up for this. You've been building up this momentum. And with the Death energy, it's something that's been going on inside of you. Because the Death is never external. The Death is internal. So you've been going through a transition inside of you that's about to put you at the level that you deserve to be at. 9 of Pentacles. You can accept the mission or you don't have to. But if you don't, 8 of Swords. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out of this mindset. Not 8 of Swords is a mental self-imposed imprisonment. Get out of this fear with the strength in reverse of being successful. All these frauds out here telling you that you can't be financially successful and still be spiritual. That's a lie. Queen of Cups in the upright position. How the fuck you gonna even have a cup if you ain't even got no esoteric currency? Five of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You need to stay away from bitter bitches and people who don't want nothing but want to suck you dry of your energy, your time, and your attention. That's the secret they keep it for you with the moon coming out in the upright, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Temperance in reverse. And this motherfucker, here he go again, the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody want to keep you trapped in some type of emotional prison where you're constantly putting out Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance in reverse, even to the point where it makes you imbalanced and you not solid. They don't care about that. All the King of Cups in reverse cares about is an emotional charge. It be the smallest, stupidest things too, with the Six of Cups here. You know? You got to move around this type of energy. Death and Nine of Pentacles. This is like, look, I got to get it. Because when you see what's coming in the future, I'm telling you right now, when you see what's coming in the future, you want your future self to be thanking your past self, Death and Queen and Nine of Pentacles, that you took the initiative on certain things. Because this Death card is the year we are in. This is the tarot card of the year. I told y'all this like a few weeks ago. This is the tarot card of the year. And some of you guys have already been stepping up as the matriarch in your life and in the people's lives around you. You're going to go even harder. Because with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, there's some type of hunger inside of you. You know? And see, this King of Cups energy thought they was slick. I was about to move on, but I'm not. Because see, this King of Cups in reverse energy with the Temperance in reverse wants to get you off your square. That's the secret goal. That's what they thinking on, praying on. They got some type of mental instability. Especially with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the moon. Somebody is unstable like a motherfucker and they trying to project that onto you. They want you unstable too. That's how they're going to feel more comfortable around you. That's how they're going to be able to connect with you. The way they're going to be able to connect with you is to unground you. King of Cups in reverse. Temperance in reverse. You're dealing with someone who can only deal with you when you are ungrounded. When you don't got all your faculties about you. When you ain't got all your wits. When you wrapped up in some false projection or illusion of emotion with the moon in the upright. See, the moon in the upright is concealed. It's what's beneath the surface. Temperance in reverse and King of Cups beneath the surface is not okay in any type of relationship. In a romantic situation, this will be somebody that'll keep you on an emotional roller coaster, always trying to seek balance within when they ain't even balanced within themselves. So that's a losing battle. You can't try to keep nobody balanced. Don't even have their own feelings in check. Ace of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And then if this is like business or associations of some sort, they emotions and they bullshit is gonna always destabilize everything around them. That's why you being urged to step into this Nine of Pentacles and this Death card. And then you need to unlearn always tying emotional attachments to these fucking cards and the signs it represents and da 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 da. Remove all of that. Because this death energy is like you gotta let go of some shit to get some shit. You know, I feel like people be tying emotions to shit that they don't have to. Yeah, devil. Toxic ass energy. Don't this is all everything I'm saying is how toxic relationships can possibly thwart your success. And then especially in that spiritual community shit. A lot of motherfuckers be making deals with the devil just so they could be powerful. You got to be careful out here. Be discerning. I don't want to say careful because that low key make you sound like you weak or you afraid or something. But I mean, you got to be careful. But at the same time, I like discerning better. You know. But should be careful too. You know. What's this devil card, Spirit? Please. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yep. Come up out of this demonic ass illusion. And then this Seven of Cups too, uh, in a minor arcana, represents the sign of Pisces. Now with this being in reverse, and then we just had that Pisces full moon, everybody was tapped out. With this card being in reverse with the devil energy, it's like, yo, step away from all these illusions and shit. All these illusions, a lot of people are under illusion right now. And they're under demonic illusion, the worst kind to be under. And that's what's got them out here just like moving grimy, thirsty, vampiric. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, come about this damn illusion. Shit, Ashe. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so with the Devil in the upright and the Seven of Cups in reverse, with the Five of Cups in reverse, it's like, come about this illusion. I can't stress this enough, okay? That you are trying to be coerced into a space of unwellness under the guise of spirituality. Y'all don't believe me right now, but all the years I've been saying shit, I say shit and it end up happening. So I'm telling you the truth. You guys are being led to this space of unwellness under the guise of spirituality. You gotta fight against the trends and all this other shit. That's why this Five of Cups is in reverse. The spirit like, this ain't the move. Spirit is letting you know, I am not attached to anything demonic. Okay? Seven of Cups in reverse with the Devil like, spirit like, yo, coming from up under this illusion that the only way you connect to me is through some demonic shit, oppressive ass energy. Five of Cups in reverse, that's not the way. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, that's not the way. Nine of Wands in reverse, spirit like, that's not how you get to me. Four of Wands in reverse, no, that just gonna keep compounding the problem, bringing more and more disharmony into your environment, your life, your journey. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Justice in the upright position. So this just a lot of you just like, trying to do shit the right way. If you stop now, that'll be your Tower moment. If you give up now, that will be your Tower moment. If you let the noise from the outside world come in and distract you, that will be your Tower moment. So it's not a time to give up and retreat. It's a time to move more strategically. And get away from greedy people. King of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Wands and Four of Cups in reverse. Get away from greedy people. Because they're not going to care about any opportunities that come to you, Eight of Wands, unless they're benefiting off of it. And if it's not benefiting them, they're not going to want it for you. Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles in reverse is a very selfish, apathetic energy. So this is somebody that's like, yo, if your opportunities don't benefit me in some kind of way, I ain't fucking with you. I don't care about what you got. Don't come to me with your success stories. Eight of Wands in the upright position. I don't want to hear it. Cause it ain't fattening them. It ain't prospering them. Eight of Wands is movement. So this is the mission you always been on, Ashe. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups in the upright. So the mission you already been on, confirmation, the Magician in the upright position. The mission that you've already set out on, that you've been doing, Eight of Wands, a long time. Because this is 2 wands away from the 10. You already have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So you could have been doing some shit 10 years plus, or healing for a long ass time, or trying to figure something out. Just really pushing through some shit for a long ass time. It don't even have to be 10 years. But the 10 is significant to somebody. But it's like, you can't deny your progress and your rise as the Magician, your level up. Especially with the Death card here. You can't deny your level up for people who are unhappy with their own self, with their own growth. The 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles in reverse, is someone who is very like selfish and greedy and like self-serving, and will use you and not care about how it's affecting you. With the Four of Cups in reverse, you can't attach someone like this to whatever it is you about to be embarking on as the Magician. The Eight of Wands in the upright and the Knight of Cups in the upright. Because that Death card is showing that you are evolving to the next phase in your journey in your life. You'd be a fool to try to stunt your growth to appease someone else or other people. I just said you be a fool. Look what the fuck came out, the fool. Y'all, you already know. You be a fool to stunt your growth for other motherfuckers. I don't care what type of attachment you got to them. You better compartmentalize that shit and build a space only for the shit you need to do to better your life and your future and your foundation. Especially with this Four of Wands in reverse. This is like, Four of Wands in reverse is like a motherfucker just cut you out of some shit at any day and you don't have nothing. And they won't give a fuck. King of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. You better build something up for you. You better take a chance on yourself. Magician in the upright. Eight of Wands in the upright. Knight of Cups in the upright. With the Fool. Pour love and passion and energy into your next endeavor and get that shit going. You got all the tools and the resources, and whatever you don't have at the moment will be granted to you. As shade. Bottom of the deck is the World in the upright position. I ain't even gonna hold you. And what's the title of the reading? And we was off the hip on this. How toxic relationships can thwart your success. The World in the upright position represents success. Commemorating new memories, anniversaries, birthdays, new births, and shit like that. But then you gotta look a little deeper. Look how she's in the midst of this green reef. Protection. So you gonna be protected on your journey as you do the things you are called here to do. Not the shit that motherfuckers expect from you, Five of Pentacles, but the things that you are called here to do. You will be protected as you do these things. And you will have the tools to carry this shit out. But you got to believe in you as this Fool energy and take a leap. Bottom of the deck is the Star in reverse. You got a lot of unhealed people around you. And when I say unhealed, Star in reverse with the Three of Wands in the upright and the Three of Swords in the upright. These are people waiting on someone externally to come in and heal them. With the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands and the Star in reverse. And some people may gaze on to you in this Three of Wands and be like, yo, you look like the person that's going to come in and heal me and make me forget about everything that ever hurt me. And then you can't live up to that expectation with the Three of Swords. And this person is going to be forced back into themselves with the Star in reverse and the Three of Wands to figure out how to heal themselves. If not, they're going to be on a constant road to heartbreak with everyone they come in contact with the Three of Swords. Because this is the sword energy again. Thoughts. Always thinking someone is trying to betray you, break you, hurt you. Eight of Cups in the upright. Somebody needs to walk away from this mindset. They thwarting themselves. They're thwarting their own success. They're slowing themselves down. And then some of you guys have these type of people externally to you that are trying to latch on to you. And you need to keep moving. You already was on a journey with this Eight of Cups. And you are being called to keep moving. Thank you for the super chat, beloved. I appreciate you. And you are being called to keep moving on this journey. Because if you slow down to make somebody else feel good or to not feel alone, and the fucked up thing that you're going to have to respect is you can't make someone feel alone on your journey. Because whoever comes to stand next to you, Nine of Wands, has to have their own journey as well. They have to be on their own journey to even be next to you. And it's not some type of haughty or cocky shit. It's not even science. It's just life. You can't have someone next to you that doesn't want anything while you're trying to push for something. And you've already been on this mission. Eight of Cups in the upright. You've already walked away from a lot of things. It's low-key two moons in this card. It's the crescent moon wrapped around the full moon. So you've already had to walk away from a lot of subconscious things that weren't healthy. You already had to process heavy emotions that you was dealing with within yourself. You got to know you're going to definitely disappoint some people when you can't stick around for theirs. Three of Swords in the upright with the Four of Cups in reverse. This could even be you, collective, being like, yo, I can't go back to this type of heartache and displacency and apathetic energy because I've already healed that kind of part of me. Eight of Cups now. And I have to stay on this journey of processing and letting go of a lot of bullshit. This is going to make you Knight of Wands energy to where you really can't be controlled or pinned down. Eight of Cups and the Knight of Wands, this is like, now that you've walked away from a lot of shit, your soul is alive again. Your spirit is lively. You ready to get back out there and do the shit you got to do. So you really can't be contained at this point on your journey for some of you. Coming out in the upright position, you have the Hermit. So this was a whole trial to bring you to a higher knowledge of self. So in this position, nobody can really contain you or coerce you or hold you down anymore. Knight of Wands in the upright. See, when the Knight of Wands is in the upright, this is a very optimistic, I gotta make moves. I've calculated it a bit. I know when I get there, I'll be able to get through the rest type of vibe. So you're gonna be more out there when it comes to whatever it is you're building at this time. And with the Hermit energy and the Eight of Cups, you walking away from certain things has gained you a nice bit of knowledge on how to maneuver through this new journey in the Knight of Cups, in the Knight of Wands energy, excuse me. All right, I'm being told to move on. And Spirit is encouraging you at this time to not feel pressured, to not feel an unstable sense of urgency to where you get into that Nine of Swords and Two of Swords analysis paralysis state again. You know what that's like. It's like Eight of Swords, self-paralyzing. Don't go there. Write things out. I don't give a fuck if you write a to-do list that's like 30 things long. Write it. Get it out of you onto paper with a real pen and a real pad to make it more real so that it will literally manifest through like earthly things, tangible ways, so to speak. Wow. You've got house in reverse, imprisonment in reverse. Some of you guys, this is crazy. Some of you guys were in this like bondage, if that's even the fucking word. Like, you were like feeling like restricted, trapped for a long time. I'm even hearing agoraphobia, scared to come out the house. Like, some of you guys were in this mental space with the imprisonment here in reverse in the house. Like, your esoteric house felt like an imprisonment. Like, you didn't even know what the fuck your esoteric house was. You didn't even know how to set it up, how to like clean it, how to feel in it, how to move through it. There was almost like some spirit said smoldering energy of fear lingering around someone's home. That had some of you out of body, like not even really resonating within self to even be aware of everything in your environment. But someone's coming out of that. Okay? What is this, Spirit? Please. Ashe, sudden wealth in the upright position. Spirit says some of y'all had to sit y'all ass still and get your esoteric house together and realize you were freer than you thought you were, and now you about to level up. Sudden wealth. I'm like, yo, Spirit, why was everybody feeling out of sorts? Because sudden wealth? So, You had to learn how to be uncomfortable so that when you learn how to be comfortable, there's a better respect for it. Some of you guys are going to be taken into a lifestyle where you will be able to re-parent yourselves and give your inner child everything you thought that you didn't deserve or you were conditioned to not know you needed. And you will be helping, if you are a parent, you will be helping your seeds enjoy that as your inner child enjoys it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the child in reverse with the family room in the upright. So this could be you healing wounds with some of your children or healing wounds for them, or just as you heal your inner child that was broken, you make a better way for your family. The sudden wealth is going to come in because, thank you, Spirit, because this is very emotional for some of you. Hear me out. This energy is emotional because some of you were a broken child with the child in reverse in the family room here in the upright. And all you've ever wanted was to feel family, was to feel a cohesive vibe, was to feel wealth and success and health all around you. And you didn't get that in your childhood. But there's going to be something that's coming in for some of you guys that's going to be so powerful that will come in the form of wealth. Be in gratitude in this. Call this in as the magician. That is going to set you up to where you will be able to reparent and give your inner child that family feeling that you love through your interactions with your children, or just through the success and the wealth and the health that's about to be granted to you. Ashe. And this is very important for somebody. Because I feel like with the child in reverse, someone came from a broken home to where their needs as a child wasn't met in a healthy fashion. And they had to condition themselves to be comfortable in that. And now, as this adult with the family room and the upright, you're in the position to be the matriarch or the patriarch or whatever it is, the leader, to create this healthy foundation. And you will be able to live long enough to see this with the imprisonment in reverse. You have broken some type of toxic cycle in the line of success and health and happiness in your bloodline, perhaps, and the sudden wealth is granted to you. I'm also hearing too that um, someone was left some type of money that was only going to come to them when they reached a certain age. So that may be something that's important for some of you guys too. Yeah, Ashe, mature man. So something is coming to you because of a becoming of age or of maturity, of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, that hermit energy again. But this wasn't easily gotten for you. With the false person and the toil and labor, you had to fight through a lot of demons. You had to fight through a lot of frenemies, a lot of false people, a lot of lies, a lot of false families, a lot of false stories. You had to fight through a lot to come to this. But you've come to this with the imprisonment in reverse and the mature man in the upright with the sudden wealth in the upright. You've reached the precipice. You've crossed a certain threshold. And Spirit is saying that it took you to learn what a frenemy was. It took a lot of pain and sorrow for you to learn what a false person was, what a fake relationship was, what all the lies were in your life, what lies you were telling yourself, the fake stories, the old outdated things. It took a lot of work for you to be able to see these things. The number 8 and the number 38 is very significant because this is like you seeing through the falsities and the bullshit in your life. Actually, it helped you to move on into a more abundant space in your life with the mature man and the sudden wealth. And with the imprisonment in reverse, it's like now all of these things are going to be released to you. With the toil and labor, it's like now you've done a lot of the shadow work, a lot of the soul work. Now all of these things are going to be released to you with the sudden wealth. And the false person, you were able to become the person that you needed to be to receive these gifts and these blessings and this wealth and this health and abundance that's coming into you. You had to shed that old skin and those outdated beliefs so that you could be the person to receive this. Bottom of the deck, you have the journey in reverse, and this is going to bring a pause in your journey for a minute. But it's not a negative pause. It's more of a pause like, okay, now I've uncovered all these things. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Now, what comes out next? Wealthy man. So you may be able to take a pause because things start to go well for you. And now you're able to pause and process things. Yeah, process things with the despair. And the despair energy tonight just means to me like looking at how far you've come, how much you struggled, the things you had to put up with, the pain you've endured, and now you're at a healthy space and you're able to rejoice, not so much on the physical level, but also that internal level with the despair, like allowing yourself to maybe cry tears of happiness, cry tears of relief, process emotions of not wanting to suffer anymore. There's a whole plethora of things you're going to be processing through this time. Yeah, pathway in reverse, that pause. But the main female comes out in the upright right behind it. So this is a pause so you can get acquainted with the new you. Okay? Because you have the wealthy man here and the mature man. So now, like I felt earlier, that pause on the journey here, you're going to have a pause in your pathway, almost coming to like a fork in the road, to where you decide how you show up on the world stage now. Not the projections and the expectations of those external to you, but how you feel you need to show up. You're going to take a pause to recalculate that and show up as the main person, the main female, the wealthy man, the mature male. You're going to be able to show up as that. But with the despair energy, it's just the process of the shadow work. Some of you guys might cry to yourself. You might really emote during this next cycle in an attempt to like reconnect, like so that you can really feel all the shit you need to feel so that you could be the better you as the main female in the upright position here. So if you find yourself emotional, or you need to just kind of like write and cry, or sing and cry, dance and cry, whatever, allow those things to move through. As they move through, you become more you. Because someone has had some stuck and stagnant energy with them for far too long. Yeah, message in reverse, to where they couldn't really hear or tap into what was being said and what messages they were giving out. Somebody is about to be given that chance to change that. Message of concern in the upright. Yeah. Like, what have I been putting out? This is like just for example, maybe you got drunk as fuck and then you just text a gang of people. This person getting up like, yo, I said that? Like, so someone is really reflecting on like the messages they even put out. It's not always about, oh, somebody didn't deliver the message the way I wanted to hear it. Somebody didn't. No, what messages are you putting out? Somebody is really starting to become more mature within their energy signature with this message of concern. Yeah, Ashe. Privileged lady in the upright position with the unexpected income. Yep. As you mature into your energy signature, more wealth will be attracted to you. You'll have grace in places that other people didn't. And it ain't their fucking business how you got grace there. You got grace there because that's where you needed to get grace at. Favor ain't fair. Privileged lady and unexpected income, and I already told you with the sudden wealth, something abundant is going to come in and change your life to where you are going to be able to take a pause and gather yourself. And then you step into this role of the privileged lady after moving from the main female. You like, okay, I don't need to be the main female. I got favor as this privileged lady. And then you start to accept and expect all forms of abundance. You know? What you need to be mindful of as you step into this energy with the message of concern here is the poverty and the coffin in reverse. Someone feels like they didn't get all they should have gotten from you, and they want to come back and get it. But you have judication and great fortune in the upright. Things are still going to be going in your favor. You got to allow yourself to detach and let some things die down at this time. That's very important. And with this message of concern, this is something your higher self has already told you about. I'm just reminding you. Poverty and the coffin in reverse. Stay away from people with lack mindsets that always want to remind you when you didn't have shit. See, you can get shit and maybe you don't even mature. And you just still be frivolous and stupid and you lose shit and everybody around you be cool as long as you fucking losing. But with the great fortune, the sudden wealth, and the unexpected income, the privileged lady and the main female, you're going to gain things. And as the mature man and the message of concern, your mindset is going to shift into how you operate within your abundance. And that's going to offset a lot of motherfuckers in your life. It's going to offset it. And that's where that guilt and shit tries to come in with this maybe trauma, but with this coffin in reverse and this poverty in the upright. This would be a motherfucker that come around you like, oh, so now you only eat organic shrimp? I remember when you used to eat farm raised, some shit like that. Because the poverty, this is a little man on this card, a little person. So this is someone who's going to come at you with a very petty energy to try to do what? Humble you. And we already know the etymology of humble is to make you lowly. And look at this person in the poverty card. Number 37, which breaks down to the 10. Somebody wants to take you back to loss with the coffin in reverse. Somebody wants you to stay in a sense of loss, in a mind frame of loss, so that they can connect with you. That's all the way they know how to connect with you. But with the judication and the upright and the great fortune, Spirit says otherwise, like, no, abundance is your birthright. You have went to bat in esoteric court to get back everything that was stolen from you, from your bloodline. On the higher self aspect of your bloodline, you went to esoteric court to get that shit back, to get favor, and you got favor with the privileged lady, with the unexpected income, with the great fortune. So you've gotten this back. You've got retribution, reparations in the spiritual realm. It's your job with the toil and labor to bring it down here into the physical so that you can build something, and you'll be able to do it with adjudication and great fortune. But just know that as you're doing that, there will be people with this impoverished mindset that want to keep that narrative going in your life so that they can feel some type of connection or some type of power or some type of spirit. And that's dangerous because they will attach poverty to you, not in a way that you think, Not in a way that like, oh, they trying to say I ain't got no money or I'm broke or I'm poor. No, they'll attach poverty to you like I can only come to you with an impoverished spirit, with an impoverished emotion, with an impoverished mindset. And with the coffin in reverse, they're like, I will not allow myself to connect with you in any other way. But with this judication in the upright and great fortune in the upright, you are being granted if you needed it, but you don't even fucking need it. But for some of you, you might feel like you want to hear it. You are being granted permission to succeed and to be fortunate outside of this type of energy. You won't be found guilty, okay, by some weak ass spiritual community court for succeeding and being abundant in all forms. You won't be found guilty of that. And I know there's a lot of projection that's going to make you feel guilty because you might be growing in ways that other people aren't. But that's not your problem. All right, let's move on. Hold up, y'all. Hmm. You got love. The golden heart is a symbol of true love and romance. It represents honesty, fidelity, a lasting union, and a rekindling of affections. You will attain your heart's desire. Wow. So as you start to level up, more things will become accessible to you. Because one of the things that I know for sure that happens when you level up is like your standards start to shift into such a beautiful way. Like the things you liked at 17, you ain't gonna like at 27. You know, shit like that. You start to evolve. Your heart chakra starts to evolve too. The shit that used to pull on your heartstrings ain't gonna pull on your heartstrings no more. You about to become way more emotionally intelligent than you've ever been. Allow this shift to happen. Then you ain't gonna have nobody to blame. Wow. In the upright position, you got the Knight. Triumph over adversity. Yep. So if you going through a tough time or you perceive a tough time about to come on, just know you gonna get through that shit with stripes as the Knight. Very successful. This is very powerful energy, especially accompanied with the love card. The shit you doing for the right reason is gonna pay off. You doing some shit for the right reason right now, it's gonna pay off. Ooh. You got unseen forces watch over you. Oh, this card is called the Spirit. Unseen forces watch over you. As you're on this journey as the Knight, and you moving with love, doing the shit you need to do in God's way, you have spirit on your side. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. I don't give a fuck if you even get a reading on here online and somebody say you about to fail, shit about to go bad, da 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 da. That don't mean believe them. You got unseen forces watching over you. That means you got angels working on your behalf to make sure shit go in your favor with the adjudication and the upright we had earlier and the privileged lady and the great fortune and the sudden wealth and the unexpected income. So what else? It don't matter what people on the outside of you expect is about to happen to you or da 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 da. You have unseen forces working with you. So these are the ones you want to work with. These are the ones you want to be setting out offerings for. There's unseen forces watching over you. So whether somebody else can see it or not, it don't matter. Whether somebody else see your vision or not, it don't matter. If you gonna go into business with anybody or go into a partnership with anybody, go into a partnership with Spirit right now. With the Spirit coming out in the upright. Write up a contract on some real shit. Across your whole existence. Don't wait on man to do that shit to give you a fair deal. Skip the middleman. Go straight to Spirit. Put it in your bed. On some real shit. And when you write your petitions tomorrow night, you write it with your heart. And with noble intent. Because despite popular belief, you can have success and love and connection with spirit without harm to none. Motherfucker, you can. Only weak spirits think they can't. Only weak spirits think that they have to thwart someone else's success or come in the line and create a fire and create a line of fire to stand in and all this bullshit in order to be successful. You ain't even got to do none of that. You can stand on your own and make a contract with spirit. Go into business with spirit. I guarantee you that shit will grow and be successful. Don't ever let nobody walk in this earth tell you that you got to do some shit for them or the way they say it for you to be successful. If you got a good connection with your higher self, everything's possible. Ashe, bottom of the deck in the upright position, you got the key. Okay? The key. To me, that means you got the key to success on your side. You ain't got to worry about nobody else. They projections and their unsolicited opinions and what they think the fuck you should be doing. You in contract with spirit. Benevolent spirit. Let's be clear. This card says locked doors can now be opened. So this is blockages being removed. This is open roads. You be a fool, like I said earlier, to sit around and tie your success and your abundance and your aspirations to somebody else's emotional triggers or somebody else's insecurities or somebody else's false sense of fucking loyalty. Because with the key here and spirit here, this is a motherfucker that'll give you some false sense of loyalty that makes you think if you loyal to them, you supposed to be in the shadows and not succeed. With the queen in reverse, yeah. Love and prosperity in reverse. This is somebody that'll try to fucking, like I said, Jedi mind trick you or King of Cups in reverse, emotionally manipulate you into you thinking that for you to be loved by them or received by them, you gotta hide your success, hide your joy, hide your happiness, hide your connection to spirit, hide the keys that you've been given in order for motherfuckers to not feel offended in your presence or to not feel like some type of love ain't there. But don't nobody around you want you to hide yourself. Okay? That's why this shit is in reverse. The queen in reverse. This is a fucking tyrant. This is someone who will emotionally manipulate you out of your right, out of your success, out of your rite of passage. If you allow them to, motherfucker can only do what you allow them to do to you. That's why we got to get the fuck out of this little depressive ass victim mindset. Because at the end of the day, as you leveling up, a motherfucker can only do to you what you allow them to do. That's why this air card comes out in the upright position. This is the color blue. This is literally the color of the fucking lapis lazuli. This card says seek a union of mind and spirit. This card coming out and it's letting me know like you got to tap into your own mind and spirit. There's so much information out here. Everybody want to absorb everything. Everybody want to be in every spiritual thread and shit. Motherfuckers is losing their goddamn mind. That's why everybody on some spiritual fanatic shit turning into religion. Spirituality was never supposed to be like no religion, no legion, none of that shit. And motherfuckers got bored with spirituality or whatever religion they was practicing. They jumped into spirituality and they start bringing in them same outdated, washed up ass principles into spirituality. And that's why everybody be beefing with each other. Not me though. I don't beef with no motherfucking body. So let's make that fucking clear. Not on no spiritual shit. That's stupid. You can't beef with nobody on no spiritual shit. You let motherfuckers walk their own plank. But anyway, you need to be in union with your own body, your own mind, your own spirit. Not taking on the ideals of everybody else around you just because their aesthetic pleases you. And that's how a lot of motherfuckers get swept up and washed up in this spiritual shit through a fucking aesthetics and shit. Whether it be aesthetic through the eyes, the ears, or whatever. Whatever senses your aesthetic jumps at. That's how people be getting washed up. They get so washed up in aesthetics that when the real energy of a motherfucker shine through, they get offended. I don't give a fuck how spiritual you are. You still got your other energies. Spirituality is your default, motherfucker. You here enjoying this spiritual experience, so shit gon' evolve, shit gon' change. Or I had to make sure the deck was upright. Well, not upright, but you know. You got the mystic circle. Your abilities will be enchanted. Mm-hmm. With the stars, a long journey brings rewards. So now is the time to like focus on the long goal. Because with your abilities will be enchanted, that means like whatever you knew how to do in a previous life form will be magnified at this time. Whatever you used to know how to do in a past life will be magnified at this time. But you being called with the star energy to remember that shit. A long journey brings rewards. So now is not the time to be trying to like add everybody on to you. You know what I'm saying? Now is not the time to be trying to add everybody on. And see, people who externalize their energy think that you always supposed to be adding people on to you to feel abundant and to feel complete and to have whatever. Now is not the time to do that. It's a time to be cultivating your own abilities. After a long journey of learning yourself and getting to know what you're capable of. Yep. Man, this card wanted to come out again. Here. Seek a union of mind and spirit. Wow, the oracle comes out. Shout out to me. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. So you may have like people like, see, this is one thing when I was younger, and this is why I've always seemed older than my age or wiser than I was. I loved to be around like the older people in my family. For some reason, as a child, I just always felt safer around like older people. All my friends always was older than me. Always like taught me shit, passed down jewels to me. I was always open and receptive to knowledge. But at the same time, I was wise enough to like decipher through shit and see what resonates with me. Keep those principles that matter and toss away the rest. So in this oracle energy, you have to be able to do that. And even if you seeking wisdom from people that aren't older than you or around the same age as you or younger than you or whatever it may be, you have to be knowledgeable enough to decipher through that shit, retain what is beneficial for you and speaks to you, and let the rest go without trying to take it too serious. Because with this oracle energy, I feel like a lot of days people look at people who may seem wise in a certain right and have a certain knowledge or teachings they can give, and they make the mistake of embodying themselves in that whole thing and making that person or that teacher or that inspiration their whole blueprint. And in doing that, you tend to dehumanize the person you're seeking knowledge or teachings from, hold them to exacting standards that they didn't even agree to, and you strip yourself from your own ability to wisdom yourself. So you want to be careful and be mindful in the space of making someone your teacher or things of that nature. But it's cool to seek wisdom and knowledge from people that you feel, because like in spiritual age and physical age is different. Okay? Someone could be younger than you and be spiritually wiser than you. Someone can be older than you and be spiritually wiser than you. It doesn't matter. But for example, like say some of you guys who have tapped more into your spirituality, you may be spiritually older than your parents. You may be spiritually older than your grandparents because you've taken a path to dive deeper into your spirituality. So don't always take knowledge or wisdom as a way to place someone as your elder with this card, seeking wisdom and guidance from elders. Like, you can't always look at age and shit to assess who's your elder and wisdom with this oracle energy. Because there are lots of you who are wiser than your parents and your elder siblings or shit like that. You know, and vice versa. You got seduction in reverse. This card says passion and romance await. This card in reverse with seduction as the overall energy of it is like you can no longer be seduced into shit that's going to take you up out of your power. Some of you guys could have been in a space where you were like susceptible to charm all the time. All somebody had to do was compliment you or tell you sexy or compliment your shape or your body or make some false sensual advance to you and you be all in ready to do whatever. I feel like that period of your life is over. With the oracle energy here, you've come into higher knowledge, higher sense of self, and now you're not easily charmed anymore with the seduction in reverse. So even if someone does come at you trying to swindle you out of whatever it is you're building or thwart your success, you are not susceptible to that energy anymore. You are realizing what's more important. And going forward, you're going to realize that you are your brand. Whatever it is that you are putting on yourself, your name, your image, your energy signature attached to it, it is your brand. And that's going to make you more wiser moving forward. And you're not going to be susceptible to seduction in reverse. People just charming you or saying whatever they got to say to get in good with you, get close to you, gain some type of clout. This seduction energy in reverse is like succubus, incubus energy, people who can't exist on their own, so they always got to be like sleeping with somebody or forging some false emotional connection with someone to feel alive. You won't allow yourself to be a part of that anymore. Yeah, Ashe. Upright position, you have the sun, and this is a powerful sun energy too on this card. This says your perseverance is rewarded in the upright position. So you learning, has really brought you into this powerful presence in your life. And the things you have been fighting for. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is things you've been fighting for in private, not in secret, because you've grown and you don't have to keep secrets. Private is a more elegant energy. You've been persevering through in private, you know, pushing through in private, really trying to gain a hold on it in private, trying to get your footing in things that are of sacred and personal matters to you. And so now your perseverance is being rewarded. So you will feel a lot better with the sun energy. Ashe, you have the unicorn in the upright position. Good fortune and friendship. See? And this is all some of you, this is like somebody's like really just like simple needs that they feel is abundance, feeling friendship within their home, abundance in their home, fortune around them. You have the wheel of fortune in the upright earlier. So this is really just like expounding on that energy. And with the unicorn energy, let's talk about this for a second. This is miracles. Okay? The unicorn, drop a unicorn in the chat, gang, because the unicorn energy is an energy of the things that you really wish to come to fruition. And you knew in your spirit that it was only by like the grace of God or a supernatural energy that these things will come to fruition for you, and they are. Okay? Claim that. You have to be in this knowing. The magician card came out in the upright earlier to awaken you and to remember you of your magical abilities and for the things you need to recreate that foundation. Okay? And so you got to get to it. All right? All right, let's move on. Oh, here it is. I was about to be mad. Girl. I don't even know why I was about to be mad. Don't nobody be in this space but me. But I was still about to be mad. I thought my deck wasn't right here. Okay. See? I was wilding. No, nobody be in here. And I was already about to be like, girl. All right. I was like, where the fuck is my deck at? And I'm the one that misplaced it. Like, ain't nobody be mad at but myself, but shit, I was about to be mad. Tell you that. Gang. Shout out to HP3 for this Oracle deck. Look, I was about to be mad. I was like, hold up. Yeah, MS, it be like that. Y'all already know. I be tripping sometimes. Shit. I be tripping. I be tripping. And I was like, I knew I had to pull this deck. All right, gang. All right, grief in reverse. Ashe, let's get it. Let's go. Grief in reverse, gang. Look, I want to encourage you guys to like pull yourself up, okay? Pull yourself up. And I know that a lot of y'all fuck with me because I know what you've been through. And you know I'm here for you, but I gotta still empower you. I can't just let you sit in this space of grief because it's comfortable. I want you to pull yourself up out of loss, out of the pain, acknowledge the pain, look it dead in his fucking face, and say that's not you anymore. Okay? You're much more powerful now. That shit can't hold you no more. Let's go. Okay? Because I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And you like, yo, because motherfuckers lost me. They did lose you. But in the process of people losing you, what you need to be looking at is how you gained you. Because every time people lose you, you gain a part of you that's better, that's stronger, that's more polished, that's more emotionally intelligent, that's more on their shit. Okay? So allow people to lose you. Allow you to lose people, things, whatever, ideas, whatever it is. Allow this grief to pass through you so you can be operating at your higher self. Okay? All right. Spirit says we need to end the reading on that note. So that was your how toxic relationships, platonic and romantic, thwart your success. Take it all in. But now is the time to step up for you. Okay? Now is the time to show up for you. Okay? You can still love people, hold tiny little sacred lockets of space for them, but now it's time to show up for you, to step into your own power, to stop externalizing your energy, your success. Stop tying your success to people, things, spaces, because people will put you in a box when you step in with that energy signature or with that anxious attachment attached to your energy signature. And you'll be crippling with grief every time you decide to make a new decision. You can't do that anymore. Even if it's you against the old you. Let that grief go. Step into your power. Excuse me. Step into your higher self. It's time to get it. Ain't no other option out here right now. Ain't no other option. And I'm telling you the truth. that's just it. All right, gang. I love you so much. Shout out to all my moderators, MS, HP3. I can't remember. I think AV, Warrior Spirit. Everybody in the chat, I can't remember. Y'all already know. I love you guys so much. Thanks for booking with me, purchasing anything from my websites, being patient with the restocks, because y'all been on my head. Everything you guys do for me is always appreciated immensely. And you better take good care of yourselves, gang. All right? Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. Sending you love, peace, and balance.